Welcome back to this strange realm of mine. We're on our next adventure. I frequently dream about catching rabies. It's starting to frighten me. I'm already afraid of water. I can barely control my movement and impulses. I'm highly anxious, paranoid even. Sometimes I can't sleep for days at a time. I experience memory loss and I keep drifting in and out of consciousness. Any hallucinations yet? I don't know. It's hard to tell at this point. Wait, who are you? Why am I talking to you? Losing control. Don't have anything other than my axe. Alright, so let's see. Oh, damn! Oh, sometimes they take 2 hits. Yeah, I need to get a better weapon, if possible. Save that. There's ammo. Okay, maybe I need to fight my way through. Health box if I get low. Health box time. Well played. 295, so 60, 7, so it's 35. So sometimes you can dodge them. A little early, but watch the boom. More ammo. There's a pistol. Four. Whoa, really? I thought I hit him 4 times. Bit random. Man, when verticality happens, bad shit. Give me that. Oh. Non-responding ammo. This a second time. It is possible. Oh, really? You guys are just taking a beating. What did that do for me? Something ahead, hopefully. I don't remember seeing a door. Or maybe it unlocked that door. Alright, move forward. Fighting these cultists. Oh. Okay, so maybe headshots count? These guys? That's just random, I guess. What is that? It's like a little birdie. Try it from closer. Maybe. That won't work on me. Oh, it will. Don't look totally evil. Can I have that? This doesn't look good. Don't get any closer. Wait, your eyes. You're not one of them. It's a long story, but those red-eyed people, they're cultists. Those guys, a crazy cult, huh? It's actually people I know. Knew, rather. Long story short, a stranger came to our village. Seemed okay at first, but then he took more and more liberty, until he pretty much started controlling people. Why would you let him do that? We didn't, or most of us didn't, but somehow some of us thought he was right. He was loud, he seemed to have all the answers, and anyone who would object got made fun of, or threatened. You'd think people would see this as some sort of warning sign, right? Apparently not. Sad, what about their red eyes? Exactly. I got suspicious. Something felt awry when more and more started following him, so I followed them one night. He gave his followers something, a powder of something. I'm a bit of an amateur chemist, so I took a sample of the powder and did some experiments. I administered the substance to some rats, and they seemed to follow one of the soper rats. At one point, the new rat leader attacked one of the other soper rats, and the whole zombie gang jumped on it as well. It wasn't a pretty sight. So how do we cure them? I don't know for sure, but I have an idea. Well, for some of them, I think it's too late. They have probably gone mad from the amounts of substance abuse, but there are others who are just now being forced the substance. They might still have time. There might still be time to save them. So here's what I'm thinking. The chemical makes them obey given orders, right? Well, it doesn't make sense to me that they would only follow his orders. I think we can tell them what to do as well. So what if we tell them that they have to have free will? They don't have to follow given rules anymore. They are free to think for themselves. It's still an order, but if they obey it, they would be free. That's what I hope, at least. Sounds risky, but let's try it. Okay, take the rifle. It has a long-range scope, so we should have an advantage from this point. Take down the cultist, but leave the villagers, please. Cover me while I go down there and try to cure the villagers. He survived. Whoa. I see it. Trying your shifty business. Alright, he's looking good. Oh, he's coming for you. I think I may, unless they're spawning, I think that might be all of them. Yes, before I run down there. Oh, spawned. I'm gonna run over and try to shoot that thing. Okay, it's not shootable. It's just like a chicken. Pixel chicken. Lots of ammo for me. Can I talk to the villagers? No. Let's see if there's anything. Another wabbit. All right. So what next? Yes, everyone survived, and they seem to be able to recover fully. Can't believe it actually worked. Telling them they have free will, that they can choose to follow that one glimpse of an impulse in their heads and completely break the spell. It will probably take a while before they are in full possession of their senses, though. Wait, do you hear that? The airship! Airship? An airship. Has it been stolen? Or is it attacking? If we had an airship all along, why was I not informed? slide the bookshelf for me? Wait for it to come to a complete stop, I guess. This is the cult leader's airship. He has his lab in there. Let's confront him. Give me the rifle and I'll cover you while you enter the ship. Okay, I'll join you once the cultists are taken care of. Sounds like a plan. But I have to admit, I've never fired a gun before. Can you give me a quick run? How's it gonna be? Center mass, breathe calmly. You can do it. Thanks, I'll keep that in mind. I won't let you down. Okay, let's do this. Go in and I'll be right behind you when you've made it to the cult leader. Yeah, I'll just let... He's covering me. As long as I take it easy. Yeah, I mean... Especially if I can force them to come above deck. I have to get up there. Yeah, so just poke your heads out. Behind me? Oh, there's like windows that he's shooting in. Cool. So they got their illegal grow operation or whatever. Just take it easy. Got windows. There's got to be some that are in like a position that he can't get at. The person most in control is the person who can give up control. Frederick Solomon Perils. He's got a little map. Tell me what I want to know. What the hell? What have you done? Killed your puppets. You're next. Me. Me? Why have you drugged up the villagers? So you figured it out, huh? Well, let me at least explain myself. Then you might see things differently. It all came to me long ago. I was but a kid back then. I realized how much pain and suffering we go through as humans. We are born into this world, scared alone, abandoned by God. We don't know our purpose here. Every moment we choose something, we are anxious, because we don't know what entails from that decision. What if my decision, my action, causes someone else to suffer, or even die? So each time we make a choice, we know we may be guilty of bringing pain to others, even ourselves. Get to the point. It's more complicated than that. But, okay. I was drugged by someone. Anything she said, I did, without thinking or even brushing the thought. It was amazing to not have to make the decision. I couldn't be held accountable for any of my actions, because they weren't my actions. My body and my mind acted on their own. This is the most beautiful way to live. None of these people suffer. They don't do anything wrong in their eyes. They simply follow directions by, well, me. What about the people who refused? They are dead. It was for the greater good. Oh, the greater good. These people all need to die when the greater good shit. You have to see that. They tried to stop me, us, from the utopia. Utopias and... We couldn't let that happen. That what you did was unethical. The way I see it, I chose to become a martyr for them. They didn't have to make tough decisions. I made all those calls for them. Sure, killing others might not be the best practices, but I assure you, it was the only way. If it was part of lies, why should you have it and not them? I just don't force change on others. Change yourself instead. You're right. I could have just let them choose for themselves. It's not up to me to carry the burden of others. I just thought... No, I don't want to let him go. I'm going to shoot him in the face after this if it'll let me. But don't do this again. Thank you. I'll take my leave. Oh. I'm upset. I'm upset. I saw you let him go. I hope he will learn a lesson and not terrorize people again. Do you know where the exit is? I saw this huge strange gate in the sky earlier. We might well take the airship there. Sounds like a plan. Join me at the tavern. I'll take the ship, but I'll leave. Sounds like a plan. Join me at the tavern. Thanks, I will. I really need to get out of here. Too many bad memories attached to this place. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, and we're playing Skies of Arcadia. See if I can crash it. to that way. I can reverse too, okay. Looks like a Minecraft torch. Are we gonna get attacked by pirates? There's a building up over that hill. That's probably where we're trying to get to. Maybe the gate. Oh, what? It's a whale. A sky whale. Bend. Yeah, I reckon it's just the gate. Yep. So we're flying the whole airship through, it looks like. Steady as she goes. One last look at your old home before we head back to the tavern. Whoosh. And we're in the... I'm gonna go to the left this time. Oh, we have so many friends now. I'll take that. Hey, I can't stop thinking about the event at my village. What about it? Well, if someone can control a small number of people like that and still do so much damage, imagine how terrible a whole nation could be if converted to a narrow-minded mindset, attacking anyone who disagrees. It's sickening. What can we do about it? Not much, I presume. We should encourage people to think for themselves, even if we disagree with their opinion. But the problem lies in the fact that some people aren't allowed to think for themselves. Everyone should be allowed that simple privilege, true? Well, we can't change the world. We can only change ourselves. Hopefully that will be enough. Yo! Hey, what are you up to? Not much. Thinking about the past again. Uh-oh. About what? Well, I'm just thinking about people who I have argued with, and how pointless arguments really are. I mean, if we argue about specifics like facts, then instead of arguing, we could just look up some answers, right? Assuming that they're not lying to you! And if we argue about something stupid like tomatoes are tasty, well, that's completely subjective, so why bother? No one is right. There's no objective answer to all arguments. What if someone thinks you've hurt them, but you don't? Well, okay, you've got a point. Those things are much harder to solve, but I guess understanding and communication is key here. However, not everyone are super understanding. Some people seem to thrive in drama, whether they are aware of it or not. True, maybe try to ignore them as much as possible. Yeah, I guess. If these people start an argument, just say whatever and go about your business. I'll try that next time. Wow, did I teach you something for once? Whatever. I'm kidding. Yeah, so the items move around. And with characters. Okay, so the drums and the book, the guns with him, and oh, so she's the game console. Okay. So let's see, what do you got for us? How? How can you see me? How can you save me? How can you feel me? How can you fill me in? How can you love me? How could you lose me? How can I come there? How can I calm down? How? And apparently also, love, I'm hungry. It's a... more like that, you know what I mean? Alright, so... Pistille. Hey, what's up? Not much, you? I'm reminiscing, why is this word so hard? Reminiscing. There was that so hard? What do you reminisce? See, anyways, oh yeah, I mean, I guess I'm kind of lucky. I was dealt pretty good cards in life. I have anxiety and stuff, but my share of problems and so on, but I'm dealing with it, you know? And there are people with so much worse cards, and what I've seen is either they blow your mind, or they do nothing about it and only complain on how unfair their lives are. An example? You betcha! You know those people who've lost their legs? Well, some of them just accept it and go run a marathon. A marathon! I couldn't even do that, and I have 2 fully functioning legs. That always amazes me. And the others? They're complainers. I mean, those quadriplegics are just like, oh man, I'm a quadriplegic, then this sucks, the world's against me. I mean, sure, on one hand, if you're really, really ill, I guess there's a legitimate reason to complain and feel sad, but still, so many have minor disadvantages. Instead of trying to improve on those things or try to shine in other directions, they just stop. Stop progressing, growing, striving for anything. They put the blame on the universe, and that's it. Well, they're free to do nothing. Sit there and rot then. Or, do something. Get up, grow, write, sing, dance, whatever you want. Breathe in, breathe out. Phew. Yeah, you're right. No need to get worked up over it. Alright, and Ulrich, to round us off. You're back. Did you experience anything interesting? Something about losing control and regaining it. Oh yes, an important lesson. There's a constant battle in this universe, in this dimension, between 2 poles, the very rigid logic that moves in straight lines without questioning its path or purpose. Then we have the chaotic or free pole that moves more fluidly. Both are necessary for any life to happen. If we only moved with the extreme logic without free will, we would move between 0 and 1 forever. On the other hand, if we had full control, we would be in a state of pure chaos. It's like turning on the TV without a channel on. A constant noise of randomness. The sweet spot is somewhere in between, where we allow the rigid logic to persist, only to override it from time to time. Now we have a moving pattern that tries to move back to its rigidness, but only to be pushed away again and again. Humans, for instance, have a heart that follows the rigid flow, and a brain that moves more erratically. You follow your heart, but you think a path with your brain. I think you've lost me. Sorry, I sometimes get carried away, not realizing people might not fully understand that I'm trying to convey. I used to have these dreams, well, visions almost, dreams in which I had no control whatsoever. At first I panicked. I struggled to break free from whatever prison I was in, but I couldn't. I couldn't move. An inch. I was without body, floating around on a set course that repeated itself. It was like a roller coaster, with divine beings and insights along the way. It was strange, and no matter how much I tried, I couldn't get off the roller coaster. At that point I had given up. I realized I was probably going to be stuck there forever, and that's when it happened. I was freed from the experience. It's like the whole lecture was about free will, how we take it for granted, and how it can only exist between a fixed logic and a fluxed chaos. Interesting, has the opposite ever happened? Visions of full control? Yes, it happens, but usually I get a pre-made scenario where several outcomes can happen. As with the no control scenario, you won't get out of there until you've explored several outcomes. For instance, you can be put into the position of a commander on a battlefield. Depending on the choices you make as a commander, your army loses or wins the battle. If you lose, everything rewinds and you try again, and again and again, until you win. Sounds like a game. It is. Pretty much everything is, when you think about it. All the game really is a set of logical rules, a free will to choose a path in those logical rules. Winning or losing is not really concrete or real, it is just subjective agreement that you've completed the game, and mankind has plenty of games throughout history. Was it just a pastime, or is it a reflection, or even an understanding of the universe we are in? Could this experience be a game? Ha, who knows? Anyways, I've kept you long enough. I'll open the door for you. Let's hope your next experience is a good one. I sure hope so too. See you guys later. So we shall proceed there in the next episode. So catch y'all then.